Good evening. Go ahead. Hello, Miss Esther. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, evening.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome for lesson 3, product management. Okay, so let's some rules. The first rule is Zoom user. Today, I'll be removing you from if you don't change your name. Please change your name. Let's know your user on the track with us. That aside, please raise up your hand if you have a question, and kindly use the chat board discreetly so we can have a projection in class. And hope we had a wonderful experience last week, and happy new week, everybody. So I just sent a message to you, Zoom user. Okay, so today we're going into product experience and the product life cycle. Okay. So welcome to class, and let's take a little review. Okay, let's take the last class review. Like I said, if you have something to say, kindly use the raise hand button or feature. And please, so let's review last class. Can someone share us? So we have 10 minutes for this. So that means by 7:20, this should be over. Or 7:20 is fine. Okay, so kindly help out with reviewing. Let's review what we learned last class. What are your questions? What areas have you researched on? Because as product managers, we need to embrace research. A lot of research will be encountering or will do over a long time. Product management is not just about learning from KodeCamp alone. It's also about having a personal experience, personal research. Just be curious, like open up your curiosity and be curious about everything. Go on to platforms or companies on websites, check and check and check. Try to understand their products from the back end, from the front end. Try to understand everything. Try to imagine. So that's one thing about product management. Olufemi, kindly use your mind.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me, please? Okay. Last week we started with types of products, and we have virtual and physical products. Virtual products have to do with applications, software, while physical products are doable or non-doable. And you classify your product according to your customer type, whether your customer types are in a specific social class, or whether you would sell business to business or business to consumer or business to business to consumer. And we saw that we would also look at the purchasing behavior, whether it created a lifestyle, whether the product in question is creating a lifestyle for the consumer, if it meets their needs, how often they buy it, if it is comfortable or convenient for them to buy, and what's it called? What class of people, what group of people, like what particular profession? Yes, profession. Or niche, is it niche? What specialty? The people that use it, what specialty, what do they specialize in? And then you asked us last week about what products do we think KodeCamp is offering and all of that.
Oh, that's super. Like, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Oluwafemi. You actually went from beginning to the end, and I'm super proud of you. Thank you so much. So who other person want to give it a try? Oluwafemi has done all, though I said all, but you could want to put a try too. Zoom user, thank you. Thank you for using your name. I don't know your name, but thank you. So who want to give it a try? Hello, class. Hello, class. Can you hear me? Sorry, can someone hear me? Please. Okay, great. So if you can hear me, who wants to give it a try? Okay, do you have any question? So I guess Olufumi has spoken our mind. She has been the voice for us. So we appreciate her. God bless her. So do we have a question for last class? So we have 6 minutes for this, and 6 to 8 minutes. 6 minutes actually. So do you have a question? Hi, Abigail. Please use the mic.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Mine is not a question, but I was not present last class. I was present, but I lost connection, so I didn't complete it. And I've been looking for the video so I'll be able to watch it, and I couldn't find it on the YouTube channel. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Okay. I'm going to tag you right now. So I think on our channel, Femi actually helped someone on this. So you can always ask question on the channel and someone will help you out. So please, Gloria, so this applies to you too. Please always ask for help. We're there as a team. That's why we are doing peer learning and peer review. So we're all there to help each other. So I'm going to tag you, Abigail and Gloria, to the chat, but later on the channel, sorry, later on to help out. Do we have anybody with a question again? 1 more minute. Questions about last class. Is Tofumi on this call? Wow.
Yes, I am. Good evening.
Okay. So do you have question?
Somebody dropped a question on the chat.
Yes, I saw that. So I've answered that. Is that the same question you want to ask, Philomena? Have I answered your question? You have more questions. Okay. Okay, so we'll have another question. Okay, great. So we can move on to this class, and that is awesome. So today we've spoken about, like Oluwafemi has said, helped us out talking about the product and the product classification, talking about the customer types, the purchasing behavior, and the business product and industry. So let's talk about the product experience. This is actually the complete product experience. So like I said, one of the reasons why we're creating products is to create a solution. At the same time, is to make profit. So you want to ensure customers, you just want to ensure that the product you created actually fits the customer's solution or idea of solution. At the same time, actually create a customer experience or a customer, I don't know his word experience, a product experience, a product dependence. So for a long time in Nigeria, we use Omo detergents, and because of that, everybody calls every detergent Omo. Until really recently, when we know, okay, Starlight is not Omo, and every other brands out there. Same thing had seasoning cubes, because Maggi has created a product dependence. So even though we go for alternatives, it's still Maggi. Is at the point whereby I realize, okay, we want no, we began to call no because we don't want Maggi, or we want an alternative. So we should have Indomie, yeah. So why, instead of us to talk about noodles, Indomie has created a product dependence or a brand voice, and because of that, everything that looks like noodles is called Indomie. So this is a product experience with customers. So product experience actually go in line with customers' experience. Well, I'll be separating them today because customer experience, product experience, we later go into market research. Customer experience, we go into user interviews, and I want us to be hands-on. I want us to be technical in everything we do. So if I'm talking about customer experience, user interview, I want to talk about we doing that exercise, right? So for today, let's talk about product experience and what it is. So as I said before, the product goes beyond an item you created. It goes beyond, and actually the underlying of product is just because you want to make profits, at the same time create a solution there, or to create a future element. But product goes beyond being physical, virtual item that is created to be sold to the market, sold to customers, or whatsoever. It's actually the way your customer interact, the way they interact with your organization. Most times, people don't even understand, they don't even know the company behind the product. They just know the product name. When you're asking for milk, you know Dano, and a lot of companies out there. So you want to create a product your customer can relate with, can interact with, they can talk about, they can mention out there to people, because word to mouth is part of your advertising ratio to increase your product path or to help your product journey. Let's bear in mind that as product managers, features, we talk about MVP when I came during the first class or first lesson. So keep in mind also that, so while we talk about the business aspect of products, product experience, product life cycle, keep in mind that it's not just about me branding Kuli. So it's on my table actually. So me branding Kuli and selling to people and trying to create a product differences or segments or segmentation. So product difference to people out there. Sometimes your features, a product feature is also a product. So for a PM, you go through the product life cycle all through your journey. For every feature you want to create, you have to go through the product life cycle. You have to understand your product component, your product experience component and core. For every feature you want to know, even in last week we spoke about the in-house customers and the external customers. When we spoke about the business products. So we spoke about auto check, about CRM as an example, whereby you're creating a product for users in-house to create solutions, right? Sometimes let's assume on the website of KodeCamp, let's assume we have a drop down that says register here. And later on, you realize that this feature will not help out in a drop down. Go back to your team and tell them, please, how do we create the feature boldly on the website so people can know that this is registered here, right? At that moment, you life cycle of your first product to start from ideation to declination, or to declination at or to graduation has ended at that point in time. It's now, or it has been rebooted or redeveloped to something you want the customer to click on. So it could be like this as a feature from a drop down or add on to something boldly on the website, and you want to see your data analytics, you want to see how the increase in click-ons from customers and all. So that's, we should put that in mind. So when we're talking about product experience and product life cycles at this business angle, don't be like, I'm not a product marketing manager, or this one is not going to be my own. I want to be more of a technical product manager, or not going to be a business product manager, or my plan is AI, or my plan is blockchain. I'm actually dropping these things because I think it's time for us to start researching on what part of product managers you want to be. Blockchain is money, so please research better. AI is there, and it will not. So product managers actually research more on companies they find themselves or product they are working on. So, but there are little females little females peers actually more in blockchains. Most of them are integration from programmers to that area. So you can start researching better. Any job adverts, feel you're on board. So you don't just have to put in mind that everybody's putting technical product manager on LinkedIn, and you just add it yourself, technical product manager. Find your niche, create your niche, carve your niche. So at the back, so I want you to understand the integrity from the business aspect or from the general aspect, so that you can also put this in perspective while you create each features, because features are also projects. Great. Thank you about that. So moving on, so we have product experience components, and there are 7. But you have to also bear in mind that we create, so at the point of discovery or product discovery, we create personas. Personas are fictional characters you create while doing your market research or during your ideation stage, right? So we create personas, and we feel like this is what customer wants, or this is what customer needs. But by the time you move from the ideation or discovery stage to the launching stage or to the introduction stage, you realize that your imagination and the reality, they might go parallel, but at the same time, most times they are different. Sometimes they might be intertwined, and sometimes you have to go back to your drawing board or your digital board and withdraw how to penetrate the market. So at this point in time, this is the point whereby companies wake up to realize that what they thought was the customer taste, customer priority, solutions to their problem wasn't what it should have been, right? So at this PMs are companies, our organizations are meant to keep in mind flexibility. Be flexible to accommodate adoption paths. Adoption path is the trend changes from your personas to your customers, to your customers. So keep in mind that the main purpose, the underlying purpose is product profitability. But at the same time, you can't make profit if your customer can't interact with that product. They don't see the product as a taste for them or priority to them. So I'm moving on this. Why at the same time, company has to keep this in mind while delivering high quality, complete product experience. So moving on, the components are 7. Like I said, we have marketing. A company cannot live without marketing. No products will live. No products for the business or business products will live without marketing. Why for product features, no products will live without information. So marketing is simply informing the world, informing users about the product and everything. So if you don't train the team leads or the managers train their team lead trains their subordinate, and they're also open to some questions and to help in your features, then your feature is as well as not useful. I don't want to refer to my company's feature that they don't know about, but we are just seeing there, and nobody wants to even text because they're not even asking us to text yes or whatsoever, and the PM is there looking. So moving on. So marketing is first, and like I said, marketing is you informing the world about the project. The next is sales. for business products, sales is important. Why for product features, it's actually a back end to sales. So for like when we talk about auto check, I think when we visited auto check website, when talk about auto check website, talk about CRM, creating the CRM or the process for CRM will help sales, because instead of me trying to export data from one place to another, it already have a segment where they drop, and when if the customer move ahead from where maybe from just click on the website and they have tried to purchase a vehicle, they already moved on from, instead of me spending my energy checking on where the customer is at, I can just move to mail. I know how many customers, by the time I open a part of CRM, I know how many customers are on this stage. And I know that if I'm not seeing a customer at this stage, they really at the other stage. And if at the last stage, whereby they successfully purchase the vehicle, I already know that, okay, either I'm just doing a customer survey to get a customer feedback, right? And this has already hit sales. So even though you're like, I don't need this thing, I'm a technical product manager, I am. So remember that for every feature you create, you have to boost sales for the company. Then also technology, we'll talk about technology, we'll talk about the supporting systems, talk about the third-party integration, and we'll talk about support. Support is meant for supporting systems. So it's not the practical error or sociology. Nah, it was intentional. They also talk about policies. So company I work for is currently on the stage of policy, whereby everybody's like, when we started, we're not doing it anyhow, but now they have process. So you have to, this is the process for this is the process for this. Even PMs, it's sitting us one by one, because everybody's given a particular product feature to handle, and you're like, no, I thought I was joining the company to know everything about the product. But because of policies being put in place, process being put in place to make better customer experience, right, out there, or product experience, which makes it better, the complete product more better, right? That affected a whole lot of people. So you have a lot of staff complaining, but over time, everybody just has to adjust to the new policies on ground or the new process on ground. So here is a virtual presentation of how it moves to make a complete product experience. I don't know if you can see clearly. This you can see clearly. Kindly zoom in. Yeah, please zoom out. Zoom out, yeah. Zoom out on your screen so you can see. And this one, I'll be dropping this slide on the group once we are done. And for other slides, I will drop them. Okay. So one thing to intensify here is to let you know that every component of products, every component for product experience are important, and they are pari passu. Yeah, they go hand in hand, right? Better go hand in hand. You can't do without marketing. Sales cannot do without marketing. So currently at my company, they realize that their lead funnel is always dry when marketing is down. And at the point, it even helped marketing analysts to know that, okay, there's a particular place marketing team run their ads, and that particular time, there are more leads coming into the funnel, right? And later on, it went on to data analysis on checking that comes into this funnel when they run these ads, right? So marketing can't do without sales, and the bigger your funnel, your lead funnel is, the more work it is for the PM. So the more features in-house you create, and the more sales, the more solution you try to create, the more problem is created for you, and the more solution is created for you. So as a PM, you have to keep in mind that user experience is important, customer experience is important. It's important no matter what segment you are working in an organization, right? And for everything you create, be it a business, a product, or for a feature, you're creating the back end or the front end. You're helping everything to boost sales. To put sales. Okay, so moving on, technology to software, everything you needed is there. So this actually shows that it is a word we can't do without each other, no matter what we are written. So each product experience component can't stand alone without integrating or moving being intertwined with every other one. So let's go into definitions of this. Let's go into definition of this. We have marketing. So marketing is the stage or the mode or the means or the method whereby you introduce customers to your project. And it takes a lot of thought process. You want to do the right, want to go through the right route. You want to ensure that the product is being introduced properly to the customer. I'm coming. So I wanted to play a video. I had to drop this video over the weekend, yeah, because it was interesting and interactive, right? So I just go ahead and play the video. Loading. So I was like, okay, it's loading. So by the time it loads, then we'll move on with that. So so the way you introduce your products to the market, and at the PM, so there is somebody.
Kids, we can't hear anything from the video.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear now? Can you hear?
No, I can't really hear.
No, we can't.
How about now?
Amazon's
Yes, yes.
customers will
Back again.
go. It's go.
What I want and leave?
Yep.
Wow, that's so easy.
Use the Amazon Go app, enter, then start shopping.
That's it?
That's it. No lines, no checkouts.
No problem.
At an Amazon store, you can walk in, grab what you want, put in your bag.
You just take something and
So convenient.
no. A nice try.
We know some people are skeptical.
Some people.
Well, here's how it works. We use computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and sensor fusion.
Oh, okay. So it's a trap. So where do you pay?
There's no register. It all happens with our grab-and-go technology.
But where do you pay?
You don't.
No, I do. I always pay. Okay, who do you think I am?
It's simple. Take what you want, put it in your own bag, and walk out. And we have everything you love.
Oh, hey, they have my favorite brand of kombucha.
Oh, that's great. You should grab it.
Sure. Can you grab it?
Me? What? No, just grab it.
You should pick it up.
Babe, it's fine.
Pick it up.
I'm learning.
If you change your mind, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart instantly.
Okay. I am putting the sandwich back, y'all. I have decided to get a different sandwich today. I don't got no more sandwiches now.
So get your purchase and go. Go ahead, leave. Just walk out.
Here I go.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Since 2018, Amazon's been showing customers a new way to shop. Your own bag and walk out. And we have everything you love.
Oh, hey, they have my favorite brand of kombucha.
Oh, that's great. You should grab it.
Sure. Can you grab it?
Me? What? No, just grab it.
You should pick it up.
Babe, it's fine.
Pick it up.
I'm learning.
If you change your mind, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart instantly.
Okay. I am putting the sandwich back, y'all. I have decided to get a different sandwich today. I don't got no more sandwiches now.
So get your purchase and go. Go ahead, leave. Just walk out.
Here I go.
You don't have to do that. You've already paid.
Tune in. It's a tip. It's a tip.
They're trying to trick me.
Here we go. I told you.
It's just notifying you of your receipts.
It was him!
Alexa, search Amazon Go Store Black Man Trash.
Amazon Go. No lines, no checkout. No, seriously.
This a damn trap.
Okay, people. So, and also marketing strategy using AI to customers, right? You can see, I've seen that's an excellent. Okay, can you all hear me, please? Please drop on the chat box if you can clearly. Please. Okay. So okay, thank you. So I've not seen. It's been a while. I've seen such mind blowing marketing strategy or introduction. So they are introducing the AI, which is a feature and a product to customers using the language they understand, right? And that's because Amazon is a pro in the market, right? They've gone through various stages of market product and they are creating a better way of payment method, which to a PM is also a feature to the customer and a product, right? The customer is Amazon. Okay, let's use why in Nigeria. More Amazon don't they just enter Amazon office shop now. Pick anything where you want or more. And I want to say don't clock it. Don't get all your information. Anything where you pick for more for the store like this, a debit alert. That means you cannot steal, you cannot do anything. So all those things has been explained, even to the point of the facial expressions got me. Customers are concerned, are wondering, oh, are you sure you're trying to blackmail me? Are you sure you're not trying to get me arrested? Are you not trying to get me arrested? Just please mute your microphone, please. Are you trying to get me arrested or blackmail me or thereabout? and in the fact that they make use of customers or users while in producing or directing the marketing strategy. So back to the class. So back to the class. So we have a better view of what marketing is. Introducing a product to customer is not just a better view of marketing from the business aspect, also from the future aspect. AI is a future, and if a feature, sorry, and we can see that customers have been introduced to it, and look at the way it has been executed or wonderfully introduced to customers. So that's one. So now a customer can't use the word of mouth to explain the solution better. They can simply understand the information being passed across. They practically it has touched a part of them, right? Remember, okay, as parents, then when we're growing, our parents takes us to some schools because they have good features. They're nice, good looking environment or whatever. Before then, they start thinking about quality education or the rest. So now somebody can say, "Oh, I want to go use Amazon Go Pro because I don't need to start. I hate checkouts." So like me, that I hate checkout at the mall station. I hate checkout. I even hate while using Jumia or Konga. I have to start inputting my card, and when I have to change from one card to another, I have to go through that process again, right? So with this solution to my problem or a feature enhancement that have been created, I can then boast about it. I have a product experience already. I can interact with the product. I can feel the product, right? Like the product. So right. So marketing should be something. It's a way you introduce your customers to your product, and it's a way to understand the customer pain points. We'll talk more about the customer pain points next class. So now it also damages like I said, the product and company, and a whole lot of marketing has gone beyond the traditional ways in newspaper, the TV. Today, people can marketing also blogs, reviews on blogs are very vital, but at the same time it's becoming old. And when people post on blogs, sometimes it's a click on from Instagram or from Twitter that leads you to a blog, and patients start reading blogs, explanation of product feature. Please give me what I want, right? So marketing has become more visual than just on TV. Not everybody has TV in their house, not because they can buy it, but because they don't see the product valuation in quotes. So probably you have a system, you have a phone, so you can easily access all this through your phone and everything. So why go through sitting down in house on a TV when you can be on a go and see how what you want to. So marketing has taken new forms, has been changed. Social media platform, most people spend at least 2 hours, minimum of 2 hours on Instagram, and this because there is an Instagram analytics time, how long you spend on your screen on Instagram. So Instagram, so it's all be you can bring the TV to Instagram. I'm saying that in quotes. So it's all of you creating and have after a program that I subscribe to, I give him an ad that can bring it to Instagram. Once scrolling through the timeline, it can just pop up or whatsoever. All about YouTube, why working on YouTube, why learning or being a program on YouTube. Ads comes up. I use Boomplay most times. Boomplay most times I also see an ad playing my songs. So these are other means of marketing, and if come on board to help. For people that are Instagram shoppers, you will understand online reviews, even on Jumia platform. Yeah. So even on Jumia platform, you want to check the product review first before committing to the product to know if the product will break your heart or if the product will be okay for you. Okay, so that is that about marketing. So let's move on to the second component, which is sales. Speed up. Okay, sales, right? So as we all know, I said marketing with sales. If marketing goes low at a particular stage or word to mouth process go through. You feel it in your lead funnel. You feel it in your sales. You feel it in the more heavier your funnel is, the more it becomes streamlined to convert into sales, right? And the only way you can pay your employees bills or salaries, or you can get paid and you can finance your lifestyle or bills or invest in other ways you want to. It's been profitable. So you want the business to be profitable. So the sales process is prospects learn. This is where your prospect learn about your products. So prospect here is clients. So yeah, the client knows about the product. They want to try out the product, and they want to educate each other about the product. They want to talk about the product. They want to use the product. For people that are prospect of organic creams, in quotes, you all try it out, and by the time you start doing one picture like this, 100 likes, everybody wants to use your product. You want to use the products you used, right? So this is just an example of sales. So it's a process whereby your prospects want to learn about your product. So they've seen your marketing about, they've seen your brand colors. I'm talking about brand color intentionally because about projects we do, right? So your brand colors, they see your brand color, they see your mock-ups, they see your everything you've done on branding. They see your marketing strategy. You use an influencer, probably you used RMD, Sugar Daddy, and everybody, because they are a crush on RMD, or they feel like if RMD at his wonderful, at his glorious age is using this product, what am I not to? And they say it's affordable. I want to put my head, or anybody, a celebrity or a product influencer. We have a techie girl on social media. She's good with technology, products, and everything. So people want to push comes on board. They want to try your product. They want to see if what you've informed them is what it is, or there is more to it or no. And they want to experience your product. So I'm talking about customer experience now, because customer experience is so different. It's like a different ideation, even though they are intertwined. Because customer experience is how a customer gets a conflict. And they comes in different methods, different ways, different ways. But now product experience. Why product customer experience is important, or customer experience is important, user experience is more important. I may buy a product not because the vendor is nice, maybe apart from monopoly, maybe because the product is important to me, and at this point in my life it is valuable. I'll buy a product, right? Like, just like when you buy for ladies, you buy sanitary pads from Baba Maker. Even though Baba Maker is good or it delays you or whatsoever, but because Baba Maker is the one sending the brand of sanitary pad you want at that point in time, you don't mind telling your brother to go and buy that product from him and come back. Because you have a product experience and you know that, okay, this is the only product that works with your body. So sales is important. It comes from marketing. So you put both of them together. The next component will be technology. So we have the product features a customer pays for. So why am I buying Mercedes? Why not let me see, why not Ford, why not Nissan, why not Hyundai, why not Toyota? There could be a particular feature, or better, why am I buying iPhone Android or Samsung Android or Huawei? It could be a particular feature I want in it, right? That an answer to my need. And because of that feature, I will buy the product. So most people, so let's put a phone in perspective. When you want to, some people go, when you want to buy a phone, you have in mind what you want, or what is your basic need at that point in time. Could it be good camera? Could it be access to the internet, maybe 5G? Could it be the storage capability or capacity? Sorry. Could it be the user UX? Maybe user experience. Like I remember the particular techno product, I told my friend, I'm not going to buy this product because it does not feel soft to me, right? Like I want the softness Samsung gives to me when I look at it. And if I'm looking at pricing, or maybe at this point in time, I want to use a lot of money for something, I don't want to pour it on this. If I see an Infinix or there, but things that know they're the same company, so please don't come and sue me. So if I see an Infinix product or a particular model that has that feel I want, I could want to go about it. It could be lifestyle, whatsoever the customer wants. A particular feature could be what the customer is buying for. So technology is actually the feature a customer pays for. And like we said, like I said last class, exactly, storage. So like I said last class, one of the reasons why I'm a customer to Jumia is like I pay for his. And if you buy a gadget from Jumia, not all gadgets, so you even have insurance. So I don't need to start researching for insurance company that can keep my phone screen better or can keep my boots when they fall, they do delivery or so. I can just buy insurance policies online from them and move on. For auto check, you have your insurance policy, you have your vehicle maintenance, and vehicle registration in one package. So you don't need to that if you're assessing their financial option. You don't need to start looking for we need to buy a vehicle from a dealer shop. I can sit down from in my house. Like I said again, Juma give me a glance of the store in one sitting or at each click. So I can sit down in my office, in my house, on my desk, and just go through the brand. Okay, I don't want Hyundai. Oh, this or whatsoever. Also, average. So technology is important, and that is the feature the customer pays for. So it could be the logistic. Like I said, Jumia has helped me with logistics. Like I don't need to start driving down to anywhere or looking for cabs or rides or taxis or whatsoever to carry heavy home equipment. I just order. In fact, when it comes to heavy home equipment, I'm always very patient with Jumia because I know the value they give to me. Even though they bring it next month, I don't mind. You know how much it's not of urgent use. Oh well, bring it when you're ready. Bring it to my doorstep. If delivery people are even nice, they'll bring it. They will everything in store or bring it to your house. I'll bring it into your apartment. So these are the feature you want. So when you're creating it now, it's going beyond business products to feature products, right? When you're creating a feature, you want to know that customer can pay for it, or your internal users will not overlook it. So the time there was slang in my office that says when tech team check on something, just know you're ready, you're in for it, right? So that's because then you're able to try and help. But right now, everybody knows the features, everybody understands what is needed, and because it saves time for internal users, it saves time. It creates more sales for the company. Like you want to know the estimated time period a user use on a feature you created, and that helps to handle more customers and the more. So going on with that, it could also be an online course a customer paid for and the rest. So technology should aim at transparency and interactive relationship with customer. Technology should be the end of a transaction, e.g. credit card. Should be an interaction with the customer and transparency. Now let's talk about the online payments method. So if I come on Jumia, so instead of me to check out on Jumia and put my card and buy a product, then when I'm coming in for another purchase, and maybe next month, then you have to put on the card. Well, I'll just go to just try beside my house or go to Tamoku and get the product. But because it's a transparency, I don't if I even have an issue with how much I was debited, I can go back on my payment history and check, right? I know that we already have an existing relationship with my payment method. So by the time I go on to Jumia again to buy a product again, I know my billing method and how much I'm using the same card is on there. With Amazon Go right now, I know that I can walk into the store with that. I'm so sure that very, very soon with HP bigger print and guided prints now or scan, it could be integrated for the website too. So not much you just scan the code on your system. You go on, pay your money, move on with your things you want to buy and move on. Let me tell you, so we are PMs here, like we said again, the the reason beneath every solution we create is to make more money. Amazon has just created free. You know that moment um whereby you go to the cashier and cashier is saying, "Oh, your money is maybe 58,000 naira." And oh no, I budgeted 30,000 naira. Okay, let me see what is not important, what is not important, start dropping. And many people will check their their account balance, so they are working out. When probably when the AI is saying, "Oh, sorry, you can't go out because so my system is okay." Let's come back. Okay, can you hear me now? So what has Amazon done? Amazon has created more profit for themselves and created a purchasing behavior in customers, right? So that is one thing about technology. Product features a customer pay for, product features a customer feels is transparent and create interactive behavior. At the same time, influencing their purchasing behavior. Okay, let's see next time. Okay, moving on with this is okay, is supporting system. So this is the method you use to deliver your products. There are systems or system integrations you have back end that the customer does not get to see, but it's helping the product experience, helping the customer ease, and creating and helping the solution, right? At the same time, giving customer joy. So let me just now say, you don't get joy. At least with this one, customer will get joy. They'll be happy. They'll be at ease. They'll be at peace with your product. And one of these, like I said, is the method of payment and using the Amazon Go. That is awesome. I also mentioned about estimating time period that an internal user use on a particular product feature, which help custom product experience, because I can move on to one customer to another, or I can thank God for multi interface on system or on Windows or on iOS. So you can just move from one. I'm moving from one feature to another, answering a customer problem, working on the customer. So these are supporting system. Customer cannot disclose what I'm doing back in, but from my interaction with her, with him, it'll be like, oh yeah, this company, they are good. If you talk to KodeCamp, I'm talking to KodeCamp about, okay, I'm having a confusion right now. I've seen so many reviews on the website. I've seen where the customer using our feedback into this analogy. I mean, I've seen where students come in place to learn. I understand that I don't have a whole lot of products from different kind of tutors right here, and I'm confused whether the product I'm buying or the product I'm paying for is actually the complete package I need, or it's actually the product for me. So right now I'm confused about the track. So a customer support person, which is now the support, I did the supporting system. So I've differentiated the support you saw at the beginning and supporting system. The support is actually maybe customer support or somebody or the chatbot talk about, right? And okay, so because the customer has visited my website before, I've seen intertwine, right? Public chatbot that engage the customer, and Anna from KodeCamp or Abigail from KodeCamp. I've asked, oh, what are your interests, your interests or your track? And I said, I don't know product management, I don't know UI UX design, I don't know programming, or I suppose more than one or four or thereabout in the supporting system I have will help me understand what this customer has done. I can say, okay, understanding product management, what are your skills you think, or your strengths or your weakness you feel. Customer will feel so impressed, like, yo, she knows about I use what you she knows me. I feel connected to this person. So these are like for the clear is illustration I have kept here. Right, we have the e-commerce boards, so like for Jumia, what I call on Jumia and say, oh, I made a payment last week and I was debited twice. Customer can just check my payment history and talk about it, right? And I'll know that, okay, yeah, I'll have a piece. I'll have this trust, a better trust towards the product, and I can always go out to say, if you go to KodeCamp, they will help you attract. No matter how confused you are, they'll set your purpose right. So why APM is creating an SS, a supporting system, you have to keep in mind your user experience. You have to keep in mind your product experience. You have to keep in mind, how do this affect my user? How does this help my user? How does the user feel this? Both the internal user and the front end or the main end customer. Moving on to third-party integration. So we've talked about this supporting system internal users use to create solutions or to help to support issues that are difficulties, right? Now we're talking about the third-party integration. So this is how you fit a customer into a community. Yes, thank you. So this is how to make customer understand the feature you've created, how to use a feature that, okay, let's say that would be more technical. I'm trying to think. Okay, let's simplify that. So there was a time whereby we have the manual gear or the manual purpose, right? Where you have to do big and rotate to get to where you should be, right? But when the automatic auxiliary cars come on, it's more easier. There are less features. Now you want to integrate the manual. There are some people, the oldies, that says manual, you don't know how to drive manual, I don't know how to drive. But yeah, we are trying to, how can you integrate these people into the new system you've created or the new product feature you've created, right? So this is just a way whereby your new product is being fit into the life of the customer, and you have to teach them how it works and how they can make use of it. But the example is still the Amazon Go. So they're creating an AI. It's customer-centric, but they want to fit it into the customer's life. You could see from the expression from customer how they're like, are you saying I can just take this product and go? No, I don't want to steal, or the one trying to tip. Yeah, I say, you don't need to do that. I say, no, they tip. And I say, no, this is my aunt. I didn't steal anything. I didn't intend to steal anything. So these are the market technique answer this question. So that's help the customer to integrate, to know how to do this. So the next thing the customer needs to do is an experience. The product experience is for customers to come. Most people, so let's say if Amazon Go has happened in Nigeria, I'm so sure every Saturdays and Sundays, that's where we'll be going to. We'll go and snap. From snapping, we'll try it, even though it is one parfait or one yogurt we want to buy. We shall go there and go and buy. Snap, put on Instagram. Yes, we are the in thing right now. Right? So that way, customer I've seen you. I've now remember, if you are looking at if we are flowing through the couple that I've done, you can see that Amazon has put in all the product experience components into their marketing, right? It's to boost their sales, it's to It's to boost their sales. It's a technology that helps. It's a feature already, and an AI feature that bringing into the front end, to the end customer or the business customer. It also has supporting systems. The AI is there, talking to them, interacting with them, introducing it to them, right? And they are already integrating into the customer's life. That many customers understand that this is what you can do. This is what you can use, right? So and third-party integrations are used to even help, like product feature. We are PMs. So let's talk about product feature more. Let customers understand the product feature better. Moving on. So I use the word ecosystem here. So when you are creating product, they are ecosystems. So they're in a niche. These are niche, right? What are the solutions you are creating with these products? So they are called ecosystems. So product already exists in ecosystem, and you want to create you want to help the user to seal the ease in your product and to create a positive user experience. Okay, moving on. So we have support. From the videos shared with us, you could see the AI acting as support there. So instead of humans to be talking 24/7 and not to be paying us, the AI is in that problem. So based on the video shared, you can see for every customer, pick it, you can pick it, just put it inside your bag. Oh, you don't do that, you can go. No, you're free to go. Nothing is happening. Amazon is not playing pranks on you. So that is support, right? Remember, I told you supporting system and support go hand in hand. Supporting system is the back end the customer does not see. The support is what the customer see. A whole lot of programming has gone into the AI. A lot of machine learning has gone to the AI. A lot of data adaptation has gone to the AI for it to answer customers' questions, read customer moods and emotions, to be able to answer their question according to their needs, right? So yeah, in Nigeria, let's come back home. So it's a way whereby our customer support when just answer questions. So putting you back to what I said about when you create a product feature in support systems for a customer experience team, the estimated time used on a feature will help them answer multiple customers. So the time I spent in exporting customer data from CRM and putting on the next stage, I already had that feature in place. So if I just move from one place to another, I know when the customer is under financing, I know when the customer is under direct buy, I know when the customer is under truck, right? So this helps customer experience and satisfaction with product because it is now time effective. I can manage my time, I can do more with more technology on ground. So as we create our features, our product features and everything, we need to put it in mind, our customers. So last under the product experience component is the policies. For when you are in the you have an idea of a product, you validate a product, you plan the product, then boom, you are launching the product. Where I said your personas, that's your fictional characters has been changed, right? Now you have real life customers. You have gone through a lot of product path change or adoption change. You've adopted so many things, gone back to the drawing board, had more features, exchange more features, and all. As you are doing these integrations, you begin to create more rules. So my company then said we're going to school for every mistake we made on a project. And over time, as time go on, they have to make policy. If you fail to give a customer this, your salary will go. Everybody will murmur. Nobody wants salary to go. They know what they're doing. And because I've created that policy, the PM has to create a feature that will go with that policy. That's down, right? So the time whereby everybody get their customers and too much people are fighting the customer. That time is time wasted for productivity. A feature is already there that says timestamp. So now the team lead or the manager can say, okay, this timestamp determines this is your SLA for customer, answering a customer. If at this SLA you don't answer your customer, it's supposed to be moved to the next agent and the rest. So this is the point whereby a complaint creates policies. Have you seen on Twitter when people talk about collecting back their cash or from banks or from complaints and they're not answering? So imagine if you iterate a timestamp or I'm trying to remember that word. That's exclamation. No. So you want to alert. So there's a word for it. You want to alert managers or team leads that this email has been here. So yes, I realized Google Space. Google may not have even my message box, my SMS message box now have this customer. Somebody is asking you about this. Have you replied? You might reply now. So that is essentially I saw that on my message box coming up. So that is, I'm like, oh, okay. So I have to tell the hey, I've answered this customer, maybe through call or whatsoever, or ignore, or it brings a reminder to me. So that the particular emails in my mailbox, I don't know how it escaped me, but I like opening all my emails, and I realized that I've not answered. I've not seen it. It came up. I just saw it on Google asked, have you answered this person, or will you mind answering this person? And then trying to remember the word. So and then I just have to reply the person. Oh, sorry again. I don't know, this email has passed me by, but hope you see this or you see my help on this. So these policies help out, right? So imagine if a customer has said they want their refund, and somebody is on their weak moment at that point, and like, oh, this bill I will answer you later. Right? It's fine because the person is at a weak point. Let's say, oh, this is my break hour. I'll answer back. And they come back to a whole lot of mails and they need to clear their mails or whatsoever. They have missed out a customer. You don't know who the customer is. The customer already had a bad customer experience. At the same time, is hating the product, no matter how much good or interactive the product has been to their lives or how valuable the product has been. And then the next moment, you look up on Twitter with a trend, boycott, blah, 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 boycott, blah. So escalation, yes. So having putting in a feature or a policy that says if you don't answer this customer, SLA is telling me once you open this ticket set to work on, right? And so this, if you have a timestamp whereby why is this recorded? Whereby as a sorry. So all saying, okay, sorry.
Let's see
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah. I can see your screen.
So it creates unresolved
Yes.
frustration. And the customer say, I want to speak to the manager. I want to see your superior. Oh, give pass the call to the person. I've sent you guys mails. I've spoken to you people and not answering me. Please, I want to speak to somebody else. Or come to the CEO. Or I know the CEO. I'm going to write in or send a mail to the CEO. So because there are policies on ground, policies create product future. I don't know if I went up at that point. And because there are policies that governs the business now based on experience that have been gathered through the product component walkthrough, right? Then you create features for it. And like I said about alerting team heads by your mails when the customer when a customer support agent or staff ignore the call or miss the mail, right? So instead of this helps your customers have a better product experience. So imagine a live whereby I want a refund that they took 1 second to move from my account. I don't need to wait for 3 days before they return the money, right? And you can see from the Amazon Go video, they said, oh, you don't want the product, drop it back. And the minute you drop it back, it just activates on your app saying that this has gone back, right? That is the solution to this problem we're talking about. So a refund is the one issue in Nigeria whereby we need solutions to. And I hope companies out there, PMs out there can see the Amazon Go and try to create a solution to it. I don't need to wait for finance of the company to tell me I did the transaction on Friday, their SLA or when their refund time is Tuesday and Thursday. Yo, what if I need the money over the weekend? So it's vital to understand how the product experience infused together or can be optimized the customer journey or experience. My system connection is turning down, so my screen will go off. Okay, so it's not important for you to consider the component type, the 7 components we work through, and how they interact with each other, how important they are to boost sales and to boost profitability of the company. And also how to create a seamless product experience, bringing together the products and the customer together, creating a wonderful customer journey in experiencing your products. Why is this taking time? Okay. Okay, so I'm back. I'm sorry for that. There was data disconnection between my system and my phone. So moving on from, I hope you understand when I said the summary of product experience, how to integrate your products. Okay, that's integrate your product experience or your customer journey through your product experience. Understanding how to interact all the components to a good customer experience is vital, is important for a good product experience or a complete product experience. So let's move on. The next we're talking about is the product life cycle. Yep, product life cycle, product life cycle, product life cycle, product life cycle. So what is life cycle of a product? Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So if you know, when I was talking about support system, thank you. When I was talking about support system, I was talking about support, not about the integration, and I talk about marketing and sales, right? So now here's a visual representation of what we are saying. So the sales and time. The way you handle your product component also will help longevity of your product's life cycle. Like, okay, let's go a little psychologically deep. You can do a research on that. We have different temperaments, and we have 12 components of the temperaments, or universal accepted one. But we have 4 major ones. And if you check if you create influences customer behavior, for me, let's use Indomie as one, because the product experience I have with Indomie, because of this taste is going to me, the brown voice. Each time I buy Indomie, I remember how growing up I used to envy my younger ones, because they can use Indomie tables and everything. All right, right. So because of those experiences I've had, I stick with Indomie. Even though Golden Penny and other brands out there have their Indomie and they have different tastes. That is a product. That's a product behavior. And someone like me might want to not eat Indomie if they're not noodles. If they're not Indomie. So the way you use your product components or create the product experience with your customers will help your product. Because no matter, even though you are the first to do in the market, you just be the voice or you just be the legend. There are other people will come on board. Let's go into the music world. Now the time whereby P Square, Two Face are the it. If they don't play their music, but not dancing. Today we are a Whiskey, Davido, and now we have new ones out there. So even though Two Face, P Square are legend, Asha is still evergreen. We enjoy Simi's song, we enjoy Tenny, Savage. These are from introduction to declination, right? Thank God to Baba is still standing. So from introduction to declination, there's some people whereby some oldies that if they release new songs, just go and stream because of the experience you had with them, right? The experience, your user experience or product experience or concert experience or the ways and vibes around them. But you might not even put that song on replay except it touched something deep in you. It will be when you want a particular mood board. When you want to put a particular mood, then you're like, oh yeah, I heard like Baja songs, I want to go back and listen to it. But because the waves and the trends today is about bad, everyone listens to centuries like Stevie and every other thing there. So but product components are like that is the stage experience, the TV experience, the child experience you have with this musician will help you go back to them to listen to their song in no time. And at the same time, you can, as a customer, you have to be precise. Oh, this person has forgotten that I'm not like that stage. Oh, good music. It's been long we had this music or lyrics and everything. So your product component is important. It's important. It's vital. It's life and helps your product life cycle. It determines if your customer will be loyal to you when maturity and competitors comes up, and determines your product extension. So I've shown you time and sales, product life cycle. We have the introduction, the growth, the maturity, the declination. So a decline. So at the end of the class, there's a slide for this, but let me quickly skip in from this. And before the stage of introduction, we have the discovery stage. So for product managers or product features, you might not have introduction, growth, maturity, decline. You might just have 3 product life cycle, which is the discovery, delivery, and adaptation. The adaptation can also be the market adaptation anyway. So discovery is the idea stage. There's a problem on ground. You have to brainstorm, you have to think, you have to make decision with your team, you have to talk to the developers and tell them, okay, I'm thinking that, and engineers and architects. And you're like, architect, you started again, your creativity is you know be your tool. Okay, now tell me how I can make a staircase that will be snakish white. And you're like, you can do it. So you have to go through that stage, you have to go through that testing period where you have to test the product, test what they've done. Oh, there's a bug. Okay, go back. Oh my goodness, I promise that this feature will be held by weekend. You just see there's a bug. So they have to validate if that product is okay, then plan how to make use of it. Are you introducing it to the users or are you bringing it to the market, right? So under this introduction, that is what we call the discovery stage. Under it, and under the growth and maturity stage, that's what we call the delivery stage. The delivery stage, so the discovery and delivery stage work hand in hand, pari passu. So for the idea stage, I have to go with design under the delivery stage. Don't drop my slides. From the validation stage, we develop. So you develop, bug, go back, develop, validate, bug, go back, develop, validate, new feature added, new thing integrated, do then where our plan and launch, right? So when this has been done on your product feature, you have to get a class for product feature. So on the product feature, we have market adaptation. So you find the fit for it. This thing I've done. So sometimes you see an ideology by your plan for the ideology, just let's use PM. Your plan for a particular feature will just be for the marketing team, right? And by the time you realize that this thing is even helping us understand from Facebook, I can even integrate Facebook, WhatsApp, Facebook, WhatsApp ads, no, WhatsApp ads not always common. Facebook, YouTube, or Google ads or whatever. I'm integrating it back to the CDPI thing, and we're getting on our data board. Then you can say, okay, this thing I can use it for the customer service people, or for the finance team, like that escalation, that escalation, email escalation, you can use it for finance team. When customer agent passes to finance, not to fund our money. So this fits can now make you start thinking of how to improve on your future to make a better fit and how to maintain the future over time. At the same time, you create a feature and another idea will struck. Okay, instead of you to create drop down, why not just create this feature? Yeah, so that then you kill the other feature, kill it. Or by the time they make use of it and you realize that it's a little bit slow, a little bit difficult, just kill that feature and create a better one for it. That is when you kill and reverse. So now that is the fit or the adaptation fit, which is also the decline. So this is for the PM, and we're talking more about the products. Yeah. So let's move on from introduction, growth, maturity, and decline stage. So I'll put in your role for each of these introduction stage and core. Let's define what product life cycle is all about. So this refers to the stage or different stages and phases whereby a product moves from introduction to declination. So you've gone through your ideation stage, you design, you've developed and validate. You've done your planning, now you are launching your products, and launching the product, you have to introduce the product. And if you introduce the product, you've done your marketing, you spend money on marketing, low sales, not for profit, trying too much to penetrate the market. Then you go on to your growth phase. Growth phase now, okay, yeah, we're now the father that we're not the one in the market. At least when they say detergent, Omo, when they say noodles, Indomie, they say seasoning cubes, Maggi. Yeah, they know that yes, when they talk about good online platform, learning platform, KodeCamp. So at that point in time, we've gone to the growth phase whereby for every campus in Nigeria, for every household, and when it's full of summer vacation or summer learning, that is saying, see, I registered you on KodeCamp. If you waste my money, that system is not for you to be going up and down. Learn that course on KodeCamp and start making money in this house. So at that point, that's a question by or when in church and mothers are talking about how their children integrated into technology or into new career line. And I thank God for KodeCamp. My friend told me, or I saw it on TV, or I saw it on social media, or Mama Emeka's son on Facebook was talking about getting a new job that skyrocketed their finances. And I just had to go and tell Mama Emeka, what is your son using? Emeka thought Uche. Now Uche is now better. And like, if we want to I say, let's get to economic development. For economic development, let's integrate this to economic development. Like last class, I mentioned about what the Edo government is doing with technology, with bootcamp, with learning over there to stop the problem there, which is human trafficking, kidnapping, and the rest, right? So that's the growth phase. Everybody can talk about it now because now we know your products. Now we understand what you're saying. as a staff of a company or as an internal user, I now understand your future. I see it helping my productivity level or ratio, and I can talk to my I think we were talking about something recently, a PFI, okay, making formal invoice, and the rate at which formal invoice was going out was much, and most people were clashing on formal invoice because they are using one sheet. So something like, I've not checked your console. Your console that has performer invoice can generate on it. So meaning you don't have to wait for A to finish a performer invoice before you B can make your own performer invoice. So that is the growth stage, because it has been introduced. Kind of almost everybody has used it, because not yet mandatory, it's not yet a policy that must be used from there. It's in its introduction stage, moving into the growth stage. The next agent A is telling agent B, I make the PFI and accurate, it's better, it's okay, it's easier. Just put in what you want to put in and move. You don't need to start waiting for the other person to help out to finish a phase before you come on board. So the next one is maturity state. This is when you're on the peak. And then from the graph, from the sketch here, you can see where the maturity stage is. It's at the peak, like up, where you know that yes, you're the one in the market. You're the one there. Everybody knows that, okay, now this feature has come to stay. No more error. It's no longer in introduction phase, no longer in the growth phase where people are sluggish to use. It's now in the maturity stage. And for future products, that is when it becomes a policy. If you generate any PFI, not from the console that had a digital stamp on it, it must not go out. I always said, abandon the Google Sheet you are using or whatever software they use for PFI generation, right? So that's why it becomes a policy. So remember the components we're talking about. The seventh component was policy. So that's why it becomes a policy, because it's no longer in the growth state. Now the company is confident in your products, in your future you've created, right? So, and just imagine if you create features for a vehicle or maybe for Google. For Google, I think I was on a webinar for Google for my just talking about something. So, and they created a lot of features. Let's talk about Facebook, which is easier. So, the time Facebook integrated message, they created something. That's what they integrated last year. And everybody just woke up and saw that Facebook has changed. Forget about the name, not the name I'm talking about. There's a product integrated. I'm already used to that product now. I'm trying to remember the product. So I don't think it's I can't remember. So I don't use Facebook more often nowadays, but the product integrated, and it was interesting because I pointed by they're trying to buy a company, they're trying to buy TikTok. And TikTok, it's created that on Instagram. That's when they brought out I can't remember. Somebody help me with this. Yeah, Instagram Reels. So they brought in the Instagram Reels. Can you imagine putting even the lyrics. So they brought the whole application, turning a whole application into a feature on Instagram because somebody refuses to sell to you, right? So for us. So these are features and maturity. These are features that is being created. So Facebook understand that they needed to keep their product life cycle. So they went back to the component stage and checked what components can we add. They created a feature. So I don't need to leave. I don't need to leave Facebook again and check on. So I look away Instagram. That was a nice space for Instagram, and or do you think that everybody was running to Instagram? So back to what I was saying. So now they make the feature into Instagram. And now what they did on TikTok, on Facebook, everybody was like, what are you guys trying to do? I can't remember that feature. So that is one. So it's because of the Instagram rules now, and Instagram has gone beyond just showcasing fake lives of your life or your good times in life. That becomes a marketplace for a whole lot of MSMEs in Nigeria, right? So I saw me going to TikTok to integrate to bring in a video from TikTok. I just upload on my Instagram reels, and it helps out. I have the people that refuse to be on TikTok, like, hi, I see your reels when you choose to share on the Instagram space. So, and this also helps your maturity. So that maturity phase, whereby you check on more integration products. Is the product being used? Should I modify it, or is it going down? So the inclination stage is now when the company has to think about, do we have an innovation? Okay, how do we right? Or should we just maintain it for a while and see how long it goes? Seriously, we need to research on Coca-Cola. They've done awesomely well. They've been over 100 years and they're still there. So in fact, they're still in their maturity stage. But right now, they've saturated the market everywhere even in Nigeria. Every rural area knows about Coca-Cola. You might not have heard about Biggie, you might not have heard about other soft drinks out there or sodas out there. But when it comes to Coca-Cola, hello, more Coke, how they'll tell you, right? Because Coca-Cola is there. Coca-Cola has been saturated, and they've extended this maturity stage over the years and even adapted tastes according to individual areas, right? So that's one aspect. So let's go into the introduction, the definition of it. So the introduction phase is the phase that starts with ideation to launch. So remember I mentioned discovery, that discovery is idea, validation, and planning. And I said discovery and delivery works hand in hand, where you have design, develop, and launch. So now you've done this ideation, you've mixed discovery and delivery together. You've done the ideation, you've done the launching, now you're introducing your product. So the product in a stage whereby the product is being introduced to the market or customer. Engineering includes a substantial investment in advertising and a marketing campaign focused on making consumer aware of the product and its benefits. For the Amazon GoPro we watched, Amazon, everybody knows Amazon, everybody knows what Amazon is doing, but this new product, can I trust it? What if you debit more than you're meant to debit? What if your system fails and you don't know how many people I took into my bag and you overcharged? But it can see the AI explain everything to them. So even though one drop from your bag, nobody, and there's nothing like the cashier or the payment unit, they forgot to pack one of my goods. It's already in your bag, you pay for it, right? So into the market, everybody can produce. You understand? It's important to try this is an esteemed product that we're innovating and we're bringing out in a new business. So let's assume clothes. Everybody knows about clothes. I can go to a clothing brand and get clothes. So if you're innovating your market and bringing in new designs or styles, you need to let me understand. You need to introduce that to me properly, right? So I want to know why I am buying your product and not the other product in town. So if it's an innovative product, then there's a different marketing strategy or marketing campaign for that. That's the time whereby last year on Twitter, banks were using designs to fight to do tweet war. Whereby, and there was interest. Oh God, I was trying to get two designers back, but someone said you don't need any banks. Designs said you don't need any banks. Now you can have an Express Access Bank. Well done. The next person replied, "Oh, you don't need this when you can do this." And at the time whereby brands were toasting each other, I can be your go-to person. I can be so all those kind of things. So however, after we see it, we saw the love aspect. These are marketing campaigns whereby you can do, and there's a partnership and everything, right? So, but what if your product is a Nobel or Nobel cost product? That means it's entirely new. You're creating a future solution. Nobody knows about the product. People are not thought about it. Even people that have thought about it are yet to even bring it to ideation. That's a whole lot of work there at a different area, right? And just know what to do in that area. So how do you introduce this product? So I'm talking more about the novel products, whereby now you are struggling to gain brand recognition. And in this phase, the PM work with the product marketing manager. But sometimes if you work with a startup, they have the marketing department. You have to work, PM just work with marketing directly. But most times, if you're working with a company that has been on board for a while, they'll have a pro marketing manager, and that work with you in between you and the marketing managers. So because it's a product marketing manager, so you understand your product problem, product vision, product features, and talk to the marketing manager and work in hand with them on what to do. So recently, my company has infused marketing department and design department together, the UI and UX department together. And because they were going, they're dealing with more countries. But just think about it. If the marketing managers won't handle them, it's meant to be the work of the product managers to handle them, right? Because they understand that they are intertwined, right? So the marketing manager has a design, has a mind. Sorry. So the marketing manager has something in mind, but that might not be what the user experience is from the PM angle. The product manager stand in place to say, okay, this is what the PM is saying, this is what the customer units from their customer survey is saying, and this is what the marketing manager is having. So we can do this and bring out a visual to hit. A visual to hit. So advertisement is important. So this advertisement is a method to raise awareness to a product. And for every company, word of the mouth marketing is our end goal. Word of the mouth is our end goal. So you want to at the growth stage, marketing should not be a race. I said it from the beginning that no company can survive without marketing. Today, Coca-Cola is surviving on marketing, right? Even though word of the mouth is there, even though somebody saw me with a particular product and said, who drinks this when you can take Coca-Cola? Yo. So at this point, even though every company wants to reduce their marketing budget or marketing expenses to have that, I need to run through this slide. I need to run through it. So so we can also introduce discount rate. I've been saying 50% discount, bam, on your product. Try your product and see. Yeah, because it said it said it's a solution to a particular thing, and the price is not shaking your pocket, or you have extra cash for the price. You want to buy it, 50% of it, or you say, if you don't buy from now to April. You don't buy from now to April or from now to March. Discount ends 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Thursday night. You just want to rush and buy the products and see if it's okay. A lot of the discount rates in China products we have, or we've been using, and they're breaking our hearts. Okay, so moving on from this is this is just about marketing strategy you can use. You've used advertising, you've made the product awareness like the Amazon Go Pro has done. Discount rates, it could be a product, discounted. You could say try this product for free, or I've seen vans going around producing products and just sharing to the neighborhood. And that process is what we call the early adapters. So you're trying to get from your introduction stage. I thought I wrote it somewhere. From your introduction stage, you're trying to get early adopters that will have used your products and share and review, then share matter what with other people. So influencers. Most of these influencers free products to make use of. I'm talking about the influencers. I'm talking about those ones that are not using the waste and they say that what is at their shape. So talking about the real ones. After using a product, there's this food Farmer King will come online to review a restaurant. So I'll be like, you give you free food there. Is there everything you use your money to buy? Why are you giving them this review? But you'll review a restaurant, you'll review any place you go to, you'll review it the way it is. It'll tell you 8 over 10. I'm giving them 10 over 10. And they like, so influencers can be used. And like I said, they are also called early adopters. So people you give your free product to, discounted product, just to be able to help review and do the word of mouth advertisement. So also have suppliers and partners. We said that the product that launched called Ateri. Yeah, so Ateri has met it's something one company because what's Ateri doing? Ateri is giving health financing to people. So a lot of happening on there and there. So what if because you need 5 million, okay, because someone needs 5 million for kidney transplants and they have salaries, they make from money, they have businesses that run. So why should we lose a life when we can go on Ateri to get health finance, right? And because Ateri is a new venture out there, they needed to partner with HMOs on ground that could decline this and sell to them, right? That is one aspect. The HMO in this aspect are suppliers. But also existing dealers. And so existing dealers carry their silage. So when you go around, you see blue and yellow, you see auto check boldly written. You've heard about it on TV, you see it on your Google ads or Facebook or YouTube. They'll be like, okay, so I can walk into this dealer shop and get a car from this dealer, right? At back hands already, dealers have their DMS, they have the dealer management system app on their phone. That once you come to them to say you want car financing, there are pros and cons to everything. So you want car financing, the dealer will just go on DMS, type your name, ask for your name, your phone number, your email address, your email and location. You ask for it, and the type of the car you want, the VIN number of the vehicle you want, and you click. This comes to the console from the back end. Then the sourcing team or the sourcing unit and the field agent get to see this. So if there's an NSO, that's the network supporting officer attached to the dealer, just know that my dealer has a car that a customer is interested in financing. The customer unit gets to see that aspect, so from their console for their CRM, and they know that okay, there's a financing client, a potential financing client from this particular dealer. The next stage is the NSO, which is a network supporting agent attached to the dealer, check on his own what is their own app, check on his own app and check if his workshop team has inspected that vehicle. If they've not inspected the vehicle or the vehicle has not been listed on the website, you go ahead to put down the vehicle go ahead on his app to talk to write about the vehicle or put in the details of the vehicle. The supervisor and everything sees that, share to the workshop partner, the question is done. But because a customer is interested in that vehicle for financing, they won't just only do the first level inspection, which is listed on the website. They also do the second level inspection, which they call pre-purchase inspection, so or warranty inspection. So that the customer can tell the customer, "Oh, Balaji, your hands are up. Do you have a question?" But let's hold on, Amala, hold on. Let's finish the class before we take question because we'll soon be over. Yo. So time is almost gone. Let's take some time more. So the DMS, please drop your question in comment section. I know, Bolaji, and please off your camera. Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. Then the PPI report comes on board. So once the PPI report comes on board, once PPI comes on board, Bolaji, please drop your question in the chat box, and you can drop your hand. So once the PPI report comes on board, the sources get to see it, and I think the credit analysts or the portfolio managers get to see this, and it's where they work on the financing client and disburse the loan. That way, the dealer has sold a vehicle. The lead management or the customer support agent attached to it has made a disbursement. The NSO has sold a vehicle and made its KPI. The portfolio manager, that the PM, attached that disbursed that loan or got our own bank offer accepted and disbursed a loan. The financial partner, which could be a commercial bank or a microfinance bank, has gotten sale, and thereby it got a financing sale over the years. So over the duration of tenure of customer has. So these are partnership and suppliers and how they work. I will talk about how you create a product feature from this aspect too, right? So from here, I said business can adopt wholesale distribution for B2C customer products of B2C products or customers. Remember what B2C is? I'm using more technical words because we've gone through that expansion already. And with our partner with existing business, like Ateri is doing, Check is doing with our dealers and everything with interacting products. So the phase of introduction is not the phase for profit making, right? And cost of production will be very, very high or expensive because at that point they are testing your product, are testing the market, are trying to find your fit in the market, right? And revenue, sales, production to sales is low. And how? At this stage, the introduction stage, you just do your features, you are trying to see the work, if they are not working, you will do your feature, add more features as the funnel expands, right? So for the product manager role here, you have to understand the product category. Remember I said you have to understand, is it a B2C customer? Is it a novel product? That means is it a product you are starting for newly? That means you have to do more work in creating awareness for that product. Or is that an innovative product that's already there? You just want to tell people why your product is better than the existing products, right? And this is this. Wow. So I guess our problem might be solved later. Sean, please drop your question in the chat box. Yes, thank you. Okay, so like I said about introduction phase, you have to understand if your product is a novel product. If your product is a novel product and innovation product, and we're going to do something today or tomorrow. We're going to be in the channel just giving a summary of what we've learned today. So people that are not in the class, can you hear me now, please? If you can hear me, please say it in the chat box. People that are not in class can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So people in the class that are not in class can get something. This streaming went off. Anyway, back to what we're saying. That's like so you have to understand it's a novel product or an innovation or an esteemed product. Then you have to estimate the market fit with market research and early trials. So during the discovery and the delivery stage, you've done ideation, you validate the product, you've designed the product, you've developed, you've planned, you've launched. So you've already had personas. Now you have to compare your personas to your real life customers and estimate the market fit right now. You have to make your market. You've done your market research through creating personas and early trials. So we're going to end the class on this introduction phase and continue next class, then move into customer experience. But with introduction phase we have, and with the summary I'm doing on growth stage, maturity stage, and declination stage, I would like to ask, at what stage are we? Okay, I'll come back to the question. So what stage are we in KodeCamp? From little you've learned about explanation of introduction, growth, and maturity stage and decline stage, what stage do you think KodeCamp is right now? Chika, please help us. Please use your mic. Chika, can you use your mic?
Yeah. Hi, good evening.
I believe you are answering my question, right?
I'm just joining. I joined late, so I wouldn't be able to give an answer to that.
So drop your question on the chat box. Thank you
Yes,
very
that's
much.
what I'm doing. All right.
Okay. So people can answer. Titilayo, if you are not answering, please use your mic. So for me, what stage do you think KodeCamp product is right now? So for me, please use your mic.
I think maturity. Oh, maturity.
Okay. What stage do you think KodeCamp is right now? What stage is KodeCamp right now? Joy, kindly check out.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I think it should be growth stage, like for KodeCamp.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, good evening. Also, I feel that we are in the growth stage for KodeCamp. Reason why I said it is because we haven't gotten to our peak yet. KodeCamp haven't gotten to its peak yet. So I believe that we are still in the growth stage.
Okay. So for me, I feel we're in the introduction stage, at the last end of the introduction stage. That's where we are. So we're trying to enter into the growth stage, but we're not yet there. Right? So that is where KodeCamp is. KodeCamp is at the introduction stage, because right now it's saying not paying for their classes, right? That's not a growth stage yet. That is still a stage. So it increases awareness see, to see, and that's all. So that's one. So we'll be having an assignment. We'll close the class. We'll continue next week. We'll be having an assignment on map out the product life cycle for KodeCamp and user effects. So I spoke about user effects when I was talking about for product components. That means you're infusing product components with your product life cycle. So do map out. I'm using map out because I'm going to talk about product roadmap. Right now, about the product life cycle for KodeCamp and user effects. And on a closing note, please, we'll have our questions on the channel. You can drop your question on the channel. And please, share. Yes, the question will be answered too on this channel. Because we need to leave. We are 14 minutes actually late. So what I think do I have to say? Yeah, so map out the product life cycle for KodeCamp and user effect. We'll have, remember when I can drop on the channel about promotions to stages. First stage, second stage, promotion to stage, first stage, second stage, and other stages. As at the extension of today, I have 49 people on board that is going to go to the next stage. It's breaking my heart, but I have to do that. Also, I have to put a rule on ground that when there is a deadline for assignments, after that deadline, the link will be revoked. You won't submit the assignment again. That's all. Thank you for today, all. See you next class, and see you also in your channel, which is more interactive. More interactive. There's more interaction on your channel than it has been last week.